the stream approach. This is me. I'm here. I have my halo because I am kawaii. Hello, Mad Dude, Atomic Thomas. Hello, everyone. Hello, vacation is over. Vacation is over. Hello, Robin, Biggest Hardest, Ken, The Gentleman, Gaming Devil, Mad Dude. I already said hello to you. You don't get a second one. I take it back. Salty Eggs, T-Cat, Alex. Oh my god, thank you, Silent TXE, for being a real faker for 1 month. Supernova. Sounds like you need more of a vacation. I kind of do. I didn't know the Olympics were going to start. Now I'm going to miss all the events. Did anybody see the masked torchbearer? Could they get it or what? I'm right. I'm correct. I don't need validation. Hello, Enoch. Eli. Not Snoop. I don't care that Snoop Dogg was there. Whatever. Good for him. Talk about the Phantom of the Olympics. I have a ring above my head. It's kawaii. I'm innocent and angelic. It's cute. I'm kawaii. Yeah, like, that opening ceremony really just made all the other ones look cut and paste, didn't it? Like, fuck the stadium. They're on a boat. When do commissions reopen? I don't know. I'll open them when I feel like it. There's no rules. Hello, TJ. And thank you, Lettuce Hat Cat, for being a real faker for 23 months. Oh my god, you're so close to getting the purple star. I'm anything but innocent. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? What do you mean? My vacation was alright. I didn't, get to lie around as much as I hoped to. I've put in an order for a beanbag chair. I think I need one. A large one that I can also kind of lay on. I need more spaces to flop down on, and not just the bed. Innocent by Fujoshi standards? Whatever. I can't be innocent and rotten at the same time. Whatever. Forgot the Olympics were happening. Me too. Until, my mom was like, hey, do you want to watch the opening ceremony? And it was one she recorded, and because it's the friggin' CBC, they cut out, an hour of it to talk about the wildfires in Alberta, and I missed, half of it. But then I found the full version on the CBC's website. If there's one thing I'll give the CBC, they do just, let you see it all for free. I could pull it up right now and watch it, but I'm not going to. Why the halo? 'Cause I'm cute. I'm innocent. I'm not sus. Hello, Zach. Tea-flavored coffee? Coffee-flavored tea. I'm sure that's got... Coffee-flavored tea is definitely a thing. Do you think there are people who in the morning, instead of, just have an either-or, they, mix them together? There's, they brew coffee, they brew tea, and then they put them in the same jug and take it to work. That's what people who work in offices do. They have the maximum amount of caffeine at all times possible. That's what they do. Hot chocolate is better, but it's not going to wake you up. I wanted beanbags so much when I was a kid, but I had no money. Yeah, they're more expensive than you'd think. The covers are cheap, but the filling is expensive, apparently. I was looking up reviews on Amazon, one of them was like, yeah, this is just the cover, and it's $50, and I spent $200 getting filling for it. Usually have orange juice, yeah. Oh yeah, speaking of orange, there's a new energy drink on the block. I don't know what it's called, but it was at the grocery store in a pile, and it had a for sale on it, It's silver, and it came in orange flavor. I haven't tried it yet. Maybe tomorrow. Is it normal to get 2 hours of sleep a day for a week straight? No, that's a recipe for psychosis. I've become more aware of this because that Tumblr post that's like, you are not like as far away from developing psychosis as you think you are has been going around. It's like, yeah, if you get bad sleep and you're stressed out for like a week or so, like your mind might break. I'm really worried about that. Logan Paul got sued by the Olympics for copyright infringement. Oh yeah, they don't want anyone using their rings, right? They'll sue people for using the rings. Anyway. Like, I don't want to scare anyone, but, like, truthfully, that is one of my greatest fears, the mind break. Not in, like, doujin terms. I mean, like, real terms, where, like, you have a bit of psychosis. You go a bit of psychosis, and then, like, you think that things that aren't real are real. And you might hallucinate sometimes, and that's pretty scary. Like, I get scared of that. Onion rings, you know, the Olympic rings. His energy drink called Prime. Shouldn't he be getting sued by Amazon for that? Fake it till you make it. Pretend you don't have psychosis. No, they're going into details. They're just like, yeah, you might notice, like, you're seeing things out of the corner of your eye, you're hearing things that aren't really there for, like, short bursts. They're called disturbances. And I'm just like, that happens to me sometimes. Where can I find this? The Tumblr post? I have no idea. It's out there, though. It's like, if I'm on the wrong combination of substances and I'm tired, I start seeing scarecrows out of the corner of my eye. Small scarecrows. But it's still a bit disquieting. However, because it happens to me on and off. Yeah, that's why sleep is so important. Really sucks if you can't sleep, though. Yeah, scarecrows, you know. Up on, like, the thing and what all. They're just there. After it happens once, it's just another thing that happens, like sleep paralysis. Yeah, but there's always the risk of it getting worse. Itachi fan? Is that what he... Oh, that's right. That is what he does. He does a thing. He looks at you and then you're in the red zone? I forget what happens in Naruto. I don't know why it's scarecrows. Like, I guess it's just like a person out of the corner of your eye, but they're so nondescript and like off color that it's like, that's a scarecrow. The Tsukiyomi. He's got the special eye, right? If there's one thing like Naruto has, is special eyes for special boys. Also, like, you can just take an eye and put it in and it works. Like, if you lose an eye, somebody can give you their special eye and it just works. That's what happened to Kakashi, right? I was referring to his use of crows. Oh. I don't know. I don't know much about Itachi. He was hanging with that shark dude, right? I like the shark guy. Didn't he have a sword that was alive? Naruto would be so good if it were good. No, it wouldn't. Naruto's not good. Swore up and down that he saw Mickey Mouse riding Scooby-Doo galloping through his living room. That just sounds like a bad dream. I've had bad dreams like that. Like, hello, Tragarful Law. I don't know what that means. I once had I don't know if it was a dream or just a hallucination. Hello, Sophia. One time I was in like a hotel room with my family trying to sleep in the middle of the night, and I swear in like the corner of the room, like at the entranceway that was like the furthest point in the room from me, I thought I saw like a woman in a dress, but not like a real woman. You know how in like children's storybooks there'll just be like anthropomorphic bears that wear human clothes? It was a bear woman, and she was standing there in the darkness. It was weird. What do you mean, what? I had this big book of like stories when I was a kid where like all the characters were just bears. One of them appeared in the room. It's fine. I don't need validation. Nobody understands me. I'm just the most kawaii cat girl of all time. And I'm so innocent. So it's not my fault if you don't understand me. Yeah. See? This is the sound of innocence. Yeah. Yeah. Most innocent. I'm kawaii. What do you mean? Why are you putting innocent in quotes? I'm so nice and adorable and kind. Malevolent creature, but why? Why are you watching the streams of a malevolent creature? Tax fraud. That was just in a video game. Innocent until the Bone Baron shows up? Why? Do you think I'm gonna fuck him? I'm good at faking innocence? Okay. I need you all to know that the call-out post was a lie and I'm innocent and I didn't do all those things and I didn't hack Fortnite. It didn't happen. Yeah. It wasn't real. Are bones wet? I don't know. Probably not most of them. Just overall, statistically. Don't do murder, commit tax fraud like a mature adult. Yeah, seriously. All serial killers are lame as hell. They try to add like a mystique to serial killers. The truth is they're all fucking lame. If I ever get murdered by a serial killer, I want you all to know that whoever it is, they're lame as fuck. We must dispel the rumors that fake ASMR ripped off Angry Video Game Nerd. Yeah, that was the other me. Bodies are 70% water. Yeah. The bones inside you are probably a little bit damp, but most bones overall in the world? No. Because most of the bones in the world aren't in bodies. They're in the ground, which I guess could be wet. They're in coffins. There's a lot of dead people and dead animals. I would venture that the majority of bones are not wet. The dirt is moist, yes, but moist is not the same as wet. I uncovered a memory when I was young. I saw a gnome move. That sounds real. I believe you. Coffins are very dry unless things seep in. I would hope they seep in. Listen, I hope people aren't buying coffins and caskets for the airtight seal. The dead don't care. Don't buy a fancy coffin or casket for people. They don't care. whatever. Rent one for a photo op, and then just bury him in a cardboard box. It doesn't matter. Yeah, buy a fancy urn. Like, if you're really all that hyped up about giving your relatives a very nice looking final resting place, then get them an urn. Get them an urn and keep it. Just keep them. Your teeth are wet too, they're in your mouth. I'd hope so. I want them to be wet. I need them for chewing. Did Canada have Goosebumps books? Yeah, we did. I didn't read all of them, though. They're scary. My parents didn't like to let me watch scary shows because I get nightmares. The nightmares kind of happen regardless of whatever I watched. Better yet, Are You Afraid of the Dark? That's a Canadian show. But no, it wasn't on when I was a kid. That was before my time. This one is fake a VTuber? I'm not. It's just a face I put on. If I was a real VTuber, I'd have like a pro rig and everything. I just made this myself. I also made the Halo myself, maybe you can tell. Goosebumps cringe, but I'm trying to remember a Goosebumps book I really liked, but I don't really remember them all that well. Iron Mouse collaboration when? I can't stand her. She's faker than me. I sleep in my room at night and I woke up in the middle of the night and woke up in the front room. I only live with my dad and he said he didn't do it. He has no reason to lie. What's he sleepwalked? Fell asleep when you were watching The Conjuring? Yeah, probably because that movie's bad. Wait, which one's The Conjuring? I always forget, because that's the Conjuring universe. Which one's... Is that the one where they fight Annabelle? Which one's the one where they fight the Crooked Man? I love that guy. What's wrong with Iron Mouse? I just don't like her. There doesn't have to be anything wrong. There doesn't have to be anything wrong with a certain person for me to not like them. I just don't like her. I think that's also... Okay, wait, it was The Conjuring 2, I think, where they go to England and fucking British Slender Man is there. I was so upset that his movie got canceled. Are there any VTubers you can stand? Yeah, Thaf9. I will admit his girl models don't look very good, though. It's not that I have a problem with, like, the features. It's just the way he designed their faces. They don't seem right. Like, they just don't seem, like, natural. I don't know what it is. It's something about the lips. Also, Demily Pyro's cool. I just don't watch her because her screen layout bothers me. There was, in fact, a Slender Man movie. Yeah, but the Crooked Man didn't get one. It's lying perfectly still uptight on the couch with the covers perfectly placed on me like someone else put me there. I don't know. One of life's mysteries. Hey, speaking of scary stuff, does anybody remember the show Archie's Weird Mysteries? Or something? That was so bizarre, because I loved Archie comics when I was a kid. I read them all the time. But most of them aren't very scary. And then Archie's got a cartoon show, but it's all about him just solving spooky mysteries, and it was fucking scary. Because I'm a kid, I want to watch Archie, because like I like the comics, but why is it scary? Hello, that's Score Bunny Trainer. Never heard of it? Wow. I bet you guys have never heard of Martin Mystery either. I didn't die, I'm just innocent. Hello, ambiguous. I'm just innocent and angelic because I'm so nice. When I was a kid, I watched Billy the Exterminator. Yes! Oh, I loved Billy the Exterminator. I watched way too much A&E as a kid. My favorites were Chris Angel and Billy the Exterminator. I read a fanfic where they hooked up once. It actually wasn't that poorly written. Like, it actually accounted for the fact that Billy had a wife and everything. But I was never able to find it again. Eventually did Afterlife with Archie? Yeah, but those are like offshoot comics. I'm talking about the original ones that came in like book format. Got back from first shift volunteering at the community kitchen. Oh, nice. Maybe ambiguous needs the halo. Because she's doing like actually like good stuff. Beg your pardon. What are you talking about? My cousin handed out flyers for a fanfic once. Honestly, kind of based. I've heard of people doing that, like when they're younger, they'll pass out like flyers for their little projects. That's fucking cute. That's awesome. You get stuck on your antlers? What if you had just had like a halo like around your antler, just like floating there like an accessory? Your voice is my end goal with voice training. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, the scratchy, it never goes away. People are gonna say that you sound like Solid Snake forever. Heard a story from someone who said she was locked up with one of the Slenderman stabber girls. It was a post. Yeah, of course. Sound like the post. See, that's even worse. Did donate to Wikipedia and edit regularly. I donated to Wikipedia once. I was like, you know what? I've been using your website for years. I may as well throw you a few bucks. And then they wouldn't stop fucking emailing me about it. They're just like, hey, you donated us before. How about another? I did donate to AO3 this year so I can vote on the upcoming elections for whoever's like running the site and everything. I was motivated to do it this year because last year, like, somebody really problematic was in the running and it was just like, oh, I do not want that to happen. You shouldn't cite from Wikipedia, but it is fun to read. The free encyclopedia that anyone can edit. Why are you shooting guns at me? Oh yeah, fun fact. What's due in a couple days? This guy's, he better be like really efficient. There's this guy on Fiverr who's like, I've got a jumbo pack of emotes. You get 6 for like $100. I'm like, that sounds pretty fair for what you're getting. So I paid it, and I gave him the descriptions. He messaged back, and he's like, okay. Very professional. I think it was just a template he had. It was like, I will not be able to communicate because I will be working on getting this done. So I suppose he didn't have any problems with the descriptions I gave and the references, so he's just going to get it done. I don't know. Realflex is playing for WinRAR. Is that even around anymore? 7-zip? I don't know. Wonder if Wikipedia didn't exist, how it would affect information on the internet. I don't know. Even if Wikipedia didn't exist, there would be some repository of knowledge, I think. Somebody would come up with that. GF rages at Elden Ring and then hits you with a hollow purple. I don't know that one. Oh yeah. I was thinking about it. This fucking Bloons tower defense guy fucking coming at me, but in a cowardly way because he didn't at me. He's just in his stupid video being like, oh my god, Joker ASMR is a real thing. Can you guys believe it? This must only be watched by cringe losers. And then he was like, hey, if I ever catch you guys in the comment section of the waking up in your best friend's arms video, my video, I'm gonna ban you from my Discord. And I was just like, man. It's really awesome when, like, dudes who make niche YouTube videos make fun of other niche YouTube videos. Like, I get it. You're making gameplay vids, so it's more socially acceptable. But you're still punching down. I have less subs than he did. It's like, I'm glad you hate the audience of the thing I make for a living. You dick. So I just left a comment. I don't think anybody noticed it. I was just like, thanks for the views, man. Because the only reason I found out about it was because his fans were like, hey, I'm in the comment section here from this guy's video. And I'm like, great. Now, the thing is, I think his audience is overlapped with mine. I think there are definitely people in his audience that are actively watching audio role plays because all of them just showed up and they were like, hey, I'm here from the video, and they didn't post hate at all. He was the only one that was hating. Nobody else gave a shit. Methinks he doth protest too much. Hello, Alexis. My groups find me listening to these ASMRs, I'm cooked. Man. Live your life, Cosma. It's like, OMG, people are lonely on the internet and decide to seek out a connection that may be parasocial but makes them happy, which is terrible. They're cringe and evil. How do you find your vid unless you listen to RPASMR? He addressed that. He's like, but wait. He's like, impersonating the audience. He's like, but wait, why are you watching Waking Up in Your Best Friend's Arms? He's like, because I like looking in the comment section to see people that are sadder than me. And I'm like, that's the saddest part of all of this, dude. Sounds like a bunch of children, because some of them just wrote the name of the guy with zero context. Yeah. Well, that happens sometimes. I mean, I'm glad they were just like, hey, I'm here from that video, LOL. I'm glad they were chill, because if they had started posting hate comments, I would have been really fucking pissed. Because it's one thing for you to just show up and be like, hey, I saw you in this other video, hey. And it's another thing entirely to be like, hey, I saw you in this video, you suck. I'm glad nobody did that. Has anyone ever told you sound like Raven? A couple times. I did do an audio where I pretended to be her. I'd do another, but I can't write superhero stuff. I just don't know how it works. Also, I'm not super familiar with her character. Like, I watched Teen Titans when I was a kid, but, like, that's all. That's so Raven. I cannot see the future. That's so Raven. Great theme song, though. Seem logical, cool, and pretty bass. Thank you. I'm also very innocent and cute. I'm kawaii. Yeah. That's the sound of kawaii innocence. Yeah. Most of his subscribers only watch him so they can find niche ASMRs to watch. Well, no, that's the thing. He was posting something that is, like, nothing like what he usually posts, because I checked out his channel. He just makes Bloons Tower Defense videos, like Bloons Tower Defense 6. That's basically all he posts. This new video had substantially less views, and it was just him bitching about people enjoying Joker ASMR. Not even like the stuff I post. He gave me like a quick shout out to say that he doesn't like people watching my videos. But it was mostly about like, aren't these people freaks for enjoying these dudes dressing up as the Joker and talking in a whisper to them and laughing? And I'm like, no. Because I also enjoy weird clowns. Like, I can't even agree with him on the aren't these people so weird for this other thing angle, because it's like, no. I'm also kind of down with that weird thing. It's not a halo, it's a button prompt. Oh my god. Hit circle. Bloons Tower Defense takes a stance against ASMR. I'm so mad. Why the fuck does he have like 150,000 subscribers off of that? He posts like once a month. Meanwhile, I'm out here 5 days a week getting shit done. Fuck that guy. Why risk the dip in views? Well, that's probably his thing, right? Because he was like very vitriolic and angry and like the video was full of memes and shit. That's probably just what he does, but about Bloons Tower Defense, he's trying to branch out to complaining about other topics. But thank you, Kara. I'm glad you enjoyed the Evil Sorcerer series. No YouTuber does arcade game strategy. Ooh, that's a niche. That's a real niche. Whole wheat bread or white bread? It depends. For sandwiches, whole wheat. If you're having toast with some honey on it, the white bread. Toast with Nutella. I got really into Nutella the past couple weeks. Start making videos on red pill content and masculinity crisis or some shit. Yeah, those dudes that are pretend to be the Joker. He got so upset because one of the Joker ASMR videos had like 12 million views, and I'm like, that's kind of based. Whatever. You're just jealous they have better production value and costumes than you. Like, anytime I see an ASMR video with, like, good production, great sound quality, and, like, good acting and lighting, I'm just like, damn, I wish I was that good at filmmaking. What's your opinion on console fanboys? I mean, I'm more of a PC gamer these days. The PS4 let me down too many times. Hello, EJ. For sourdough. Sourdough's good. I'm a fan of different breads. Jumped at the Joker this morning as a crazy White House protester. Oh, there are definitely people who have protested at the White House in Joker makeup. Chick-fil-A spicy. I don't like spicy food, and Chick-fil-A fucking sucks. Fuck Chick-fil-A. I was in Ottawa the other day at the mall, and they were like, coming soon, Chick-fil-A, in the food court. And I was like, you get the fuck out of here. I watched the live-action Death Note film from 2006. Have fun, I guess? I don't know if it holds up. I've never seen it. Live-action ASMR does terrify me talent-wise, right? Because, like, if you're just recording the audio of you, like, doing some scratching noise and whatever, like, you can just edit that out. But if it's being filmed, like, you gotta do it right in, like, one take. Otherwise, like, everybody notices that you cut some stuff out. It's a single Joker ASMR video that I've watched that I enjoyed because the dude has a nice cadence in his voice, right? Like, it's so good to, like, find a roleplay video or an ASMR video that you just vibe with, and you can just, like, watch it over and over again when you need to calm down. You get your ass beaten out, right? Okay, good luck. Brioche. I'm a fan of brioche. I don't know what Malapan is. Yeah, people wear costumes for ASMR. Okay, like, kind of outing myself as a clown fan here, but you guys already know that. Pudding ASMR. He's got this character that I think he brings out like once a year on Halloween called like the Candy Clown. And he's got this video where it's just he's like whispering to you and putting candy on your face or something. And he starts off the video wearing just, I think it's a sweet tooth mask or something. But then he takes it off and you can see that he's wearing like clown makeup with a cool diamond pattern underneath it. It's like, this is pretty good. I'm a fan of weird clowns. But I can get away with that because I am so innocent and good. Yeah. Yeah. So innocent. So good. Yeah. Ales with audio. Oh yeah. I remember, I'm trying to remember who it was. I don't know her name at all. I watched one of her videos. It was like recreating a hair salon in the 1800s. And honestly, all the like historical stuff and the period appropriate items and clothing, it's like, wow, she really pulled that off. That explains the Vampire Clown series. Listen, if a vampire clown came up to me and was like, hey, you want to be besties? You'd never hear from me again. I'd be going on vampire clown adventures. Crazy scientist kidnaps you and replaces part of your body. It was like a series. Ooh. I know. I always feel weird about like body mods like that. I don't know if I'd be cool with a series like that. Don't ask about my novel of war crimes. What? Like they wrote a whole novel about my war crimes that don't exist because I'm innocent and cute? Yeah. Okay, goodbye, T-Cat. Clown cars are goofy. I mean, they don't usually show the cars in the roleplay videos. Hello, Ara. Ara. Yeah. Angel in space. I could be underwater. I can do both. I mean, angels in space is classic, but underwater angels, that's not too bad either. Very, very, you know, around. I'm around. You just press circle for a head patch. Yeah. Hello, Wafflebird and Kuro. Just space that out so you didn't have to say ara. I wasn't sure if I should say it twice because it felt redundant. You know, ara. And then it's another ara. I don't know. You know how in like Japanese, like sparkling is, I think it's kita kita or something. It's like, why do we have to say that twice? Like listening to ASMRs where I'm being apologized to. The ultimate fantasy. Somebody apologizing for the fucked up shit they did. Do they ever say a single aura? I don't know. Maybe if you interrupt them. There's a lot of things to be scared of in the ocean. Well, I guess we can go back to space. Space is terrifying. Well, one of you's gonna have to make up your minds. I'm picking one. Space is cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool. They're gonna go to the moon again. Order, order. Yeah. A Neko in space. Exactly. But. I'm in space. And I'm kawaii. And so innocent. Yeah. Leading agent in toothpaste blocks the sweet and amplifies bitter sensation. Yeah. Where'd you learn that? Game theory? Why am I dead? No, I'm not dead. I'm just sweet and innocent because I'm an angel. Angels aren't dead. They're just cool. Alright, go charge your phone, dude. Keep writing anatomically correct Nekos in my free time and nobody can stop me. That's fair. You can't be innocent, but I am, though. Yeah. I'm so innocent and lovable and nice. Yeah. You see? It's that easy for me. Because it's true. 2 Americans are playing fencing against... Wait, they make them fight each other? They're from the same country, though. Saul Goodman approved. If Saul Goodman could have had a VTuber avatar with the halo, he would have done that. You better call him. Cats are the least innocent of animals. They're innocent if you don't let them outside unsupervised. Jeez. Saul Goodman's VTuber model would just be a foot? Okay. I haven't actually seen Better Call Saul. Why is that? I've seen your other stuff. What are you talking about? I didn't do any crimes. How much water do you drink during or after recording? At least a glass. I don't always finish the glass, though. Bob Odenkirk, the actor who plays him, has a foot fetish. Why would he want to be the model of his fetish, though? I don't get it. I don't have a catgirl fetish. But I mean, good for him, I guess. Hello, Bruce. Yeah, I'm so tired. How did I obtain my iconic vocal fry? Maybe I was born with it. Or maybe I messed up my voice by talking too lowly while I was live streaming. First time I was live streaming, I purposefully lowered my voice, and it might have messed it up. Who would have a catgirl fetish? Man. Yeah. Yeah. I am innocent. And cute. When being constructed, they forgot to peel the plastic film on her voice box. Oh. It's not fair. It's just not fair. Look, somebody subscribed. Do you see that? You know what we're close to, statistically speaking? We're close to 69,420, which I don't understand the significance of because I am so innocent. I am so innocent and pure, and I would never understand what any numbers mean. We're not there yet, though. Cat girls or dog girls? Oh, well, I think that's pretty obvious. Because I'm a cat girl. Yeah. Why am I so tired? Could it be from all the sleep I didn't get? Lying through my teeth about what? I can't actually grin. My mouth always just opens. Trying to open my mouth in such a way that it's mostly teeth. It's not possible. That's not a feature. You had to have covered your own fetish at least once. Yeah, I did. None of you know what that is, though. Well, I mean, I was just talking about the clowns, but I don't know if that's a fetish. Why are there so many giantess audios? You look through those audios and see how many of them I wrote. That'll give you your answer. I get paid. Sometimes I do things for the money. Because I like money. I was about to say because I'm not a good person, but that's not true. I'm totally innocent and good. You know? Did you hear about how innocent and good I am? Did you hear? Yeah. I'm innocent and good. Yeah. It's like, yeah. No bad person would ever be able to, yeah. Yeah. The new Norm role play? Who's Norm? It's not always about the money, Spider-Man. It's about the Mets, baby. Love the Mets. Money, money, money. Must be funny. Being able to afford a chaise lounge. I was looking at like chaise lounges. I was at IKEA in Ottawa, and I was like, oh, I want one, but they're expensive. It's like if you don't own a couch, like you didn't buy your own couch, like you had it gifted to you or like you inherited it, you can't even fathom how fucking expensive a good couch is. Are you bi or gay, straight? Well, gay straight is an oxymoron. I'm not straight. That's all I know. What's the point of a couch decorated? You sit on it. And you chill. Listen, the bed gets boring. Also, apparently that's bad for your sleep hygiene, whatever. It's nice to chill in a different location. Get a chair, but what if you want to lie down and relax and get comfy? In a different location from the bedroom. Sleep on while your girlfriend kicks you out of the bed. That's never happened to you. Everyone's all like, oh, in the doghouse sleeping on the couch, but like, that's never happened to you. Recliners, I do love a good recliner, but they are just as expensive as the couches. Leave some more food by the hole in your wall. I'm getting hungry in here. Maybe. I'll leave you some apple crumble. Sleeping in an actual doghouse. Has anyone ever seen a dog sleep in a doghouse? We had a doghouse for a dog when I was a kid. He never slept in there. Ever. What material couch? Not leather or pleather or any of those like hard fabrics. I want something that's soft. It has to be soft. I couldn't tell you what material they're made of, but it has to be soft. There's a reason why every furniture store offers financing. This is ridiculous. It's like buying a fucking car. Seen a dog sleep in a dog igloo. That's because that's fantastical. That's rare. The dog can see that and be like, oh, I've never seen an igloo before. I better get it. I better go sleep in that. And they're right. They should. Is leather a fabric? Yeah. What do you mean? They make jackets out of it. What else would it be? This is apple crumble. I stole it. You ready for Odom? Who is that? What do you mean, what is fabric? Are you wearing a shirt right now? Just touch it. That's fabric. It's textiles? Like, I can't explain it to you. Is skin fabric? I mean, if you tan it and make it into leather, yeah. Meant fall. I was trying to use the other name for the season. Okay. Wait, fall like the season? I'm just gonna guess that you've never seen the other name written out before. Every time I peek into your live, I've got a membership. Yeah, they gave away like 200 of them. Congratulations. Yeah, it's autumn. It does have an M in it. Winter is the best opportunity for clothing. That's just straight up true, because you can use more fabric without dying of heat. I've got the best fit in the winter. It's called my giant jacket. My giant winter coat. #1 fit of all time ever. And I wear it. And I look super cute. Yeah. Like winter because big blankets. Big blankets are pretty good. Those are pretty good. Guess you're only allowed to wear shitty camo. Skill issue. You have an army jacket? Stolen valor. You know what? There's one thing I'll give the army credit for. Those dog tag necklaces they have them wear, pretty baller aesthetically. You can't wear them unless you're a soldier, though. Which is unfortunate. It's both insulating in the summer and lets in all the cold in the winter. Army issue. Sabaton has merch dog tags. Okay. Is that like a law that you can't wear dog tags in Canada? No, but like if you wear dog tags out and about, people are gonna think you're military, won't they? I feel like that's a thing that only military people would wear. To be fair, I haven't actually seen anyone wear them in public, but I have seen people wearing like their military outfits in public, I guess when they're on the way back from work. I don't know. Just sometimes, like, you just be in the grocery store and there's somebody in, like, camo. You know, it's to identify the corpse. Yeah, so there's no reason to wear one if you're not in an active war zone. Is it okay to ask a giant related question? I guess, but I probably won't have much to tell you. Cyberpunk 2077 is a masterpiece. More like disaster piece. Boom. I was just like reading up posts on it. Like everybody turned on it the second that anime came out. They're just like, oh, it's good now. Cool. Why wasn't it good when it came out? 2.0 fixed it? Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. That's so cool. I'm sure it's very interesting and not just another open world game where you shoot guns. Is the number of Giantess audios written by you more than 0? Yeah. I mean, I haven't written a bunch of them, but, you know, they get views. I did it for the money. Like, I write things that I'm not particularly into because, like, it's either something different to write or people are going to be into it. Mingles was Chinese. Would his name be Ming Ming? I don't know. Why are you asking me this? I'm not Chinese. You're just like... This is edging very close to an uncomfortable question for me. Why does a cat have a halo? Because I'm so innocent and nice. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't want to say, like, it was straight up racist because it's like... I don't know. Like, I don't know what Chinese naming conventions are, but I don't think you should say that, to be honest. Did you, if you went to an ASMR con and you saw your subs half the size of your palm? I'd def be taking pictures, because that's going on the news. I'm making a YouTube short out of that, and I'm getting 1 million views. It does feel like that. You probably shouldn't say things like that, yeah. You gonna go tend to your garden? Okay, goodbye, Cosma. This is so fascinating. It's just like... You know, people say they're leaving my stream to do all sorts of things. Like, it's very cottagecore to be like, I must leave the stream now. I'm going to go tend to my garden. 2024, everything is racist now. Dude, you just said something that, like, was kinda racist. Why don't you say something true and beautiful? Ming Ming is probably something like a nickname for a little kid. Yeah? Well, Russell, what do you say? What's my most viewed vid? Naturally, Yandere Girl Kidnaps You, but you're cool with it, compilation. I don't know who Mingles is. He's one of my moderators. Is this ASMR for only women? Because I don't want to invade that type of space. It's for anyone. I mean, like, I label my audios with, like, F for A, F for M, or F for F, but it doesn't matter. You can listen to whatever you want. Yeah, Robin, you make a good point. If you're, like, hearing people calling you racist a lot, it's probably because you're racist, not because everything's racist now. So, like, you need to do some soul searching on that. You're making an observation. Are you just asking questions, too? Are you doing that? You're walking real close to the edge, Russell. Be careful. Would be fine to ask what happened to it. Well, straight up, not a good idea, the Discord. Straight up. I don't know how to make Discord servers. I'm not educated in Discordese. I don't know about it. I don't know how to use it. But somebody else offered to make a Discord server for me, like a fan-made one. They were like, well, we'll make you a moderator. You'll have access to the server, whatever. But like, I wasn't interested in it because, you know, I don't use Discord for anything besides getting like stream notifications from streamers I like. So I wasn't there most of the time. And then one day, several months later, somebody's messaging me. They're like, hey, something's really wrong with your Discord server. And I'm like, okay. So I go over there, and so many slurs. Just, it's all slurs. All of it just full of people spamming slurs. And apparently they were planning a coup against me to get my channel taken down. For reasons, I don't know why. And then eventually they were just like, oh yeah, we're not going to do that. And then I guess the server was abandoned. So yeah, no Discord servers. We don't do those anymore. They're bad, they're dumb, they're a bad idea. What do you need a Discord server for me? Like, what are you going to do over there? Just have like vent channels and shit? That's all Discord servers are. It's pointless. Discuss how innocent you are, obviously. Yeah, I'm good and innocent. I don't know about you hoes. Yeah. Ever heard of Jackbox games? Yeah, if you're a real faker, you get to play Jackbox with me. And it's cool. The Halo explains it all. Yeah, you guys are asking a lot of questions that are explained by my totally innocent Halo. Yeah. What made me want to be a cat? Kawaii points. Everyone knows that cat ears are kawaii. That's just true. Just asking since I remembered it existed. I'm sure it still exists out there somewhere. I don't know what anyone's doing on it, though. I hope nobody's there. We do a Jackbox live stream? I have. In secret. For real fakers only. Russell, I'm gonna be honest, I don't think you made an intuitive leap. You said something kind of racist. Like, your response to being told that you said something, like, a little bit racist was to be like, everything's racist these days. It sounds like you need to do some soul searching. I'm gonna be real. If you could be in any anime, what would it be? I don't know. Anime is scary. Because things happen there. My eyes supposed to be a D-pad? No, they're like buttons. They're kawaii. I'm not saying you're racist. I'm saying you said something kind of racist. Like, you can just say that you fucked up and said something kind of racist without you being a racist person. You made a mistake. You can make a mistake and not be like irredeemably evil because of it. Just like, don't say that shit again. What's the problem? It wasn't a good joke. Like Coraline? Yeah, kinda. It was mostly just like the highlights were like a selection on the picker I used to design my character. R.I.P. I miss that picker so much. Top 3 manga are Demon Slayer, My Happy Marriage, and Your Lie in April. What's My Happy Marriage? Let me guess, it's secretly about a marriage that's not so happy. Let it go when I choose to. Okay, edgy boy. Just have a little sit down. You're being real silly. Just let it go. Okay, so what, like... I heard something. Okay, let's see. What, the only something is happening outside my window. But I can't see it. Why the vacuum of space? It's just an easy to use background. I've got water too. We're in water. Anyway, the only manga I own, if I look back, ignore my face. I own 2 mangas in series. I've got Black Butler, part of it, and Nightmare Inspector. Those are the only 2 like physical manga series I own. I also own a one-shot about this girl who wants her parents to stop nagging her about getting married, so she marries her best friend, who's also a girl. It's dramatic. And then at the end, like, I guess to pad out the page count, they just had, like, a short bit about these 2 girls that were athletes that are in, like, a really toxic situation with each other. The fog is coming. I literally thought you wrote the frog is coming. Just in the distance, it's like... Bing, bing. Or like whatever the noises that thing made were. That thing might as well have been Scatman. Like what noises did that thing make? I have so many notifications on my phone. Think you own any manga? I do have some comics. I have Archie comics. That's pretty much it. One that I have to look up, actually, all these years later, because I never found out what it was. I think there was one issue where Archie and his friends were arguing with their parents, and they were like getting into like a really divided state over it. And at the end of the comic, there was like it was a cliffhanger. Somebody important showed up, but they didn't show who it was, and they were just like, this guy's gonna solve the issue. But I didn't read the next comic, so I don't know who it was. I have to wonder if it was like a cameo from like a real life person. Or maybe it was the Punisher. He actually did have a crossover with them. I only know Archie through season 1 of Riverdale. I don't know if that counts as blasphemy, but it sure is giving you a skewed perception of what the comics are like. He didn't fuck his teacher. It's actually about an arranged marriage between a misunderstood man and a woman seen as a disappointment by her parents that are both influential bloodlines and they have powers. Ooh. I do love it when, like, there's, like, powers. And there's romance, but they have powers. Ooh. Can I be real with you? I've been reading a lot of Demon BL lately. Every time I think, like, I sit down to write a script and, like, okay, what idea should I go with? And I look through the list and I'm like, I can't fucking write another demon script right now because I just wrote one. I love writing about demons. I'm a big fan of demons. Demon BL sounds hot as fuck. Yeah, there's a lot of variety out there. Just like in my scripts, like, there's no one way you can do demons. Like, there's so many different options, so many different rules they go by. That's why I find them so easy to write about. That's why every single demon script I do has different rules. Want a BL webtoon recommendation? I mean, I guess. I have read part of Boyfriends. I didn't keep up with it, though. I can't believe people got so mad about that series. It's literally just so fluffy and nice. It's just dudes dating each other. It's pretty good. Discovered I like Lamias because of this. Oh, Lamias, Nagas, they're so good. I don't think Cells would mind another demon audio. I have to continue the Novice Exorcist series, definitely. I mean, like, what happens when Exorcist Chans, I forget what name I gave her, when her teacher finds out that she's been harboring a demon? Honestly, push my love of Neko's vibes. Like, if there's one way to catch my attention, it's just putting cat ears on something. They do that non-stars too. I'm just like, cat ears? One time it was a hyena. It was hyena ears, but you know. Starcatcher is really cute. It can get pretty dark real quick. Starcatcher. I don't think I've heard of that one. When are we getting the Demon Neko audio? Well, see, that's the trick. Who's going to be the Demon Neko, me or the listener? Because it really seems like when the listener is non-human, people like it more. Giantess Neko? Oh my god, because we're all like mice to her? That's fucked up. Can you imagine? Just like, you hear like a thump. Duh, duh, duh. And then a very loud meow. You know? Hello, Zakinator. It's almost Vor territory. I can't get into Vor. They demonetize that. But thank you, Zakinator, for being a real faker for 36 months. Oh my god, you get the big star. Yay, you get the big star. Yay. The main villain looks like Michael Jackson in a Smooth Criminal outfit. I think I've seen memes of that, yeah. I don't watch that show, though. It's not interesting to me. Bro, mouse person listener? Yeah, but she wasn't giant. You're just small. Still holding out for more hypnosis audios? See, I don't even know how those really work. Like, who gets hypnotized? You or me? I guess I could pretend to hypnotize you guys. You are getting very sleepy. You are watching my halo go back and forth. When I near, you will believe that I'm sweet and innocent. Yeah. So, I'm super sweet and innocent, and we know this. I can't wait until the nya emote gets here. That'll be so great. Every time I nya, you guys can do the nya emote. That'll be so fancy. This is what we want as a society. We want, yeah. Stream with devil horns and a halo. Well, unfortunately, making devil horns is very difficult. You gotta make it out of the hair texture, and it was already hard enough making the halo. And that's just a circle. Try not to fall asleep. I need to drive a big truck in a few. Get that caffeine. Get the energy drink. Get the Red Bull. Don't get Red Bull. It tastes terrible. You're sweet and innocent because you're fake, or you're fake because you're sweet and innocent. Those two things are unrelated. I'm sweet and innocent regardless. You're 3 monsters deep. That sounds very funny. I can't come up with a good joke for it, but like, in monster fucker terms, that's a winner. Like that tweet that was like, are there any monsters that actually taste good? I can't even say the response, I'll get killed. Drink anymore, I'm pretty confident I'll have a heart attack if I have another. Yeah, okay, that's vibes. Well, if you're the kind of person that just gets like heart palpitations from caffeine instead of waking up, then like, what's the point? Yeah, it's like I'm this deep in monsters. I'm pegging the monsters. This is very sweet and innocent of you. It's the internet. It corrupted me. I'm still pure. Yeah. I wouldn't be able to yeah if I weren't pure. Yeah. Yeah. Read or seen your line, April? I've heard of it. I don't know it, though. Been driving around since 3 this morning. It's currently midnight. Why are they doing this to you? Like, what the fuck kind of shift is this? It's like when doctors have to work 24-hour shifts. Like, that's insane, right? Apparently Ranma 1/2 is back. Oh yeah, they remake anything these days. What's my job? It's this. Tank's gotta go places? Yeah, but you've been driving around for 21 hours without any sleep. That's not safe. Like, you think it's bad to drive drunk? It's bad to drive sleepy, too. Especially when you're transporting tanks with explosives. I'm gonna say this, I don't think the British Army is run very well if this is the case. 21 hours is nothing. See, that's bad too, the fact that you're saying that it's nothing. I think things are poorly run over there. It's your first manga or anime? I don't know, Pokemon? Like, if you grew up in the West, like, in the 2000s, chances are your first anime is probably something like Digimon or Pokemon or Dragon Ball. I feel like a lot of people are listening to these streams while driving, as long as you don't donate. Waffle Bird, you're not driving right now, are you? I swear to God, if you're talking in chat while you're driving, Don't fucking do that. Okay, good. That was so fucking scary. That one guy, the dancing stream, is just like, okay, I better get back to driving my car. And he just left a super chat, and I'm like, what are you doing? I am. EJ, you're lying. You better be lying. Or else I'm banning you. So that you can't text and so that you can't drive and chat here. What was the first anime you chose to watch knowing it was an anime? Well, that's a lot harder to remember. I know back when I was a kid, YTV had this thing where they're like, hey, we've got a separate channel that's anime only that you can pay extra to access. I'm trying to remember what was big at the time that I knew was anime. I kind of only became aware of anime like as it was like maybe when I was 13. I'm gonna be real, it was probably Lucky Star. Like Lucky Star was probably the first one that I actively sought out because I saw a Nostalgia Critic video of it. He didn't review it. Somebody just spliced in a bunch of clips of the Nostalgia Critic back in the day to have him react to different scenes in Lucky Star and like how nothing was happening. And I was like, I think I want to watch Lucky Star now. A mini giantess script? Okay, you can't call that mini. You know Crunchyroll is a cable channel? Honestly, that sounds kind of fun. Because, like, if there's one thing streaming services lack, it's the ability to mimic just having TV on in the background. Like, yeah, sometimes you just want to, like, channel surf and, like, leave a random channel playing stuff on. Let's just do that with anime. Anyone have energy drinks that taste good and is cheap? I can't give it to you cheap, but Rain... what do they call it? Dreamsicle? Is that the kind I get? I don't know. It's alright. Could be worse. I mean, I always get the ones that are low calorie because I feel like if I'm going to be drinking an energy drink that's going to taste bad anyway, it shouldn't have any calories like coffee. Again, I call it mini. I mean, it seems a bit silly to call a woman that's like 20, 25 feet tall mini. But okay. Is that the joke? Like, what, like, the mobster, like, they'll call in, like, a guy to beat you up, and they're like, get in here, tiny, and it's a giant dude. Pink monster. And I guess I do have that. If you donate $6.66 US, you get the little gif of the woman drinking out of the can. She's like what was it? Like she turns the monster can upside down. She's like, this is a 666 in some script. So like bottoms up and the devil laughs or something like that. What's the most underrated anime or manga? I'm gonna go with Nightmare Inspector. That never got animated. So I think it's underrated. It got fully translated by Viz, I think, though. I only have like 4 volumes of it. One of them I bought used from like a library. It still has the stickers from the library on it. I thought like the first 4 volumes pretty good. What's Nightmare Inspector about? It's about it takes place in sometime 1900s-ish Japan. I think it's the 1920s, maybe. I don't. They have silent films, and there's this tea house that the main characters work at, and the Nightmare Inspector is a creature called a Baku that eats nightmares or eats dreams. And then once he eats your dreams, you don't remember it anymore. And he goes into people's dreams to eat them and get rid of the nightmare and also like solve the mystery of like what their problem is. So here's one that's like a spoiler, but they're all just like a nightmare of the week kind of story, so it doesn't really like affect anything. There's a storyteller, like a guy who writes for a monthly magazine or something, and he says that his story is being revealed to him through his dreams by walking over the kanji as they appear to him in his dreams, and that's how he writes it. But he's stuck on the last bit of it because it's all tangled up in the dream, and he asks the Nightmare Inspector, the Baku, to help him unravel the words so he can finish the story. And there's like, it's a real mystery as to why it happened, but then as they unravel the last of the kanji to write the rest of the story, the kanji reads out, the writer's name killed me. I don't remember his name. And it's revealed that the writer killed his mentor and stole the story. And he burned it in a fire. And he rewrote it himself. But he was still getting it through his dreams or something. I don't know. It doesn't matter anyway. He was a murderer. And after his story wraps up, they're like, yeah, he's never going to be successful after this again because it wasn't even his story. He committed the whole story to memory and then burned it. But, like, his teacher, his mentor, the one who had written the story, wrote on the manuscript, "This dude killed me because he was poisoned." A Baku yokai watch? I mean, yeah, I guess a Baku is a yokai, but here he's just like an anime twink. Like the owner of the tea shop, I think, I forget how it goes, it's been forever. Her brother like disappeared, and then when he came back, he was a Baku and he couldn't eat human food, so they had to open the nightmare inspecting business so he could like eat, because he eats dreams. Phantom Thief successfully cleared Biden's mind palace. Isn't that the craziest thing? Because that dude was definitely gonna go for it, but apparently just like two of his aides sat him down and were like, dude, you don't stand a chance, and also what's her face is gonna like kick your ass if you don't get out of the running, so just pick somebody else. I don't know. I don't know American politics. What's her face? Nancy Pelosi? She was gonna do something about it, and they were like, yeah, don't do this. Just get the fuck out. Kind of a good call, I'm gonna be honest. Love Chunibo? My job, we are so short-staffed, we are nearly extinct as a trade. How hard is it to hire people to move tanks? Why do you guys need to be moving all the tanks around anyway? What are you using them for? I think a Baku is in my house. I swear I remember my dreams every half year, and the ones I remember are too weird to eat. That could be it. What was actually, what was it called? That anime that was in like really, it was in cute anime compilations for a bit about that kid who has a pet mummy. He has like a little chibi mummy and it's super cute. There was a Baku in that series that was like preventing one of the characters from sleeping. But soldiers we do have are always on training or maintenance in areas and stupid places. Oh, that's dumb. The anime is a Netflix original if you're interested in checking it out. Well, yeah. I may or may not have access to Netflix. It depends on how they're feeling this week. Chunibyo one? Yeah, well, Chunibyo's, that's like 8th grader syndrome or something. Like, somebody who's stuck, like, pretending that the world around them is anime. I definitely had a phase like that, but that was in 6th grade. That was my pagan phase. Well, Wiccan phase. I wanted to do cool spells to fuck with people. To be fair, it kind of worked because 12-year-olds are very easily susceptible to being told that a spell is being put on them. Like, if you say it confidently enough that you're gonna curse someone with, like, magic, they'll just believe you. Like, if they're 12. And you're also 12. Yeah. Did I try to curse people? I mean, not exactly. I mostly just wanted to do, like, cool spells for, like, luck and things. But, you know, at a certain point, like, you can, if somebody's fucking with you, you could just be like, I've got a fucking spell. And, like, anything bad happens to them in the next 24 hours, they'll believe it was you. Kids are dumb. I'm not getting less innocent. I'm so innocent. I'm so innocent and nice. Yeah. How did I get this halo if I wasn't so innocent and good? Yeah. 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 It's the most vain anime character. Like, what, like, most self-obsessed? Asmodeus from Obey Me. Right after I thought kitty things were lame, I decided to be an edgelord. There's the thing. I never thought kiddish things were lame as I got older. I just stopped talking about them because people made fun of me for liking them. I didn't agree with their opinions, I just didn't want them to make fun of me. Like, I listened to a lot of Crazy Frog when I was 12 because I liked it, but everyone was like, oh, that's fucking lame. And I'm like, you don't know anything. You know, I liked the Ninja Turtles cartoon when I was younger, but I didn't want anyone to know about it. Just like, the shame of cringe is too much pressure on kids. Like, why should anyone be ashamed for liking to watch Ninja Turtles kicking ass? That show was great. Oh, thank you, Waffle Bird, for the 10 pounds. 'Cause you're British. Your stickers on my truck's out. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you. Well, I hope you're alright with your driving. Good luck. Do I have a sweet tooth? Yeah. You're trying to gather information about me? Is this for the call-out post? Realistically, I know that people like to ask questions of, like, their favorite streamers and YouTubers. Like, they do Q&A sessions like, hey, what's your favorite this? What do you like? What do you think about this? But when it comes to me, I'm just like, why do you want to know these things? The turtle rap. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. Does the 2003 Ninja Turtle series start with a rap? Oh, it kind of does. I'm kind of getting the vibe it starts with a rap. I gotta, I, I gotta look it up now. There was a bit of singing in it, though. The full version. Wait, they made a full 4-minute song out of that? Jesus, no, just the TV opening. I gotta know. I do remember that bit. Is this rap? Does this count as rap? Oh yeah, that's right, the dude with the hockey mask. I love being a turtle. This is back when cartoons had fucking sick-ass intros. I mean, it just kind of... Maybe it's rock rap? I don't... it sounds like they're more singing, but you know what? I'm not familiar with all the different genres. It could be rap, sure. Thinking of an older one? Well, if you're talking about the show from the 80s, I didn't watch that, so I don't know. Well, it was Heroes in a Half Shell, Turtle Power. That's the song. But you know, like, that was a full minute long intro. That's like an anime-esque intro length. These days, if a show has an intro at all, it's like 20 to 30 seconds max. The anime is called How to Keep a Mummy. Yeah, it was super cute. Like, I'm kind of disappointed it didn't get dubbed, but I understand it's very niche. Yeah, it was good. I thought it was really cute, but the ending kind of fucked it all up. Just if you watch the clips on YouTube, because people were posting a bunch of compilations, you'd think, oh, it's just like kids looking after cute, like, mythological animals. But in the last 2 episodes, they get invited to some sort of festival of otherworldly creatures, and because they don't have, like, invitations at first, the dudes threaten to eat them. And, like, it gets very violent, and then some evil dude who snuck into the festival tries to kidnap the mummy, and it just gets way too serious for the last 2 episodes for no reason. They're just like, yeah, there are people that will hunt down supernatural creatures and try to kidnap them, and the main character's friend got injured trying to protect one of the supernatural creatures once by these, like, poachers. And it's like, why the fuck did you put this in here? It's supposed to be just like a cute and fluffy series about looking after weird animals. It's bizarre. It was very cute, though, for what it was. It kind of felt like an anime that should have been made 10 years earlier. I don't remember that at all. I swear I watched it. The last two episodes get weirdly dark for no reason. Fluffy to really dark is my favorite genre. Yeah, but it didn't make sense, because it's not like, oh, there's a bit of darkness in every episode, like, seeding the way to the dark turn at the end, because it's just, they threaten to eat them and get, like, really violent and dangerous with it, and then it goes right back to normal. It was weird. It was a weird turn. All Saints Street? I don't know what that is. You know what?
an anime that I've heard a lot about, but I've never sat down to watch the whole thing. Saint Young Men, which is Jesus and Buddha living in Japan together. Oh my god, fucking Happy Tree Friends. Can you believe that they used to be like the video for when you got a copyright strike on YouTube? This is true. This is how it used to go. Whenever you got a copyright strike on YouTube, they would make you sit through like a whole Happy Tree Friends video explaining why copyright infringement is wrong. It didn't have any of the violence or gore in it. It just happened to be they happened to make it. I don't know why. Like, it's so interesting to me that YouTube is the platform where Happy Tree Friends got big, and then they were just like, we will demonetize you for any violence whatsoever. I never understood that series. Like, what was the point? It was just like, oh yeah, here's something cutesy. Horrible violence. And yeah, I never got it. It's a series from your elementary school you still unironically enjoy. For me, it's the Backyardigans. I mean, Backyardigans, I don't remember watching that in elementary school, but I don't know. I don't really remember much of it. I mean, I don't know, like talking shows that were played on Treehouse are like, the only ones that I'd really remember would be like the ones I watched when I was a little older, like you know what, Martin Mystery. I was talking about it before. Martin Mystery's still good. It still holds up. I think it still holds up. Regular Show was a show I used to watch religiously, yeah. Like all those big animated shows like Adventure Time and like all the ones around that got super big, they all came out like long after I A, stopped watching cartoons, or B, no longer lived in a place where I could watch TV. I've never had satellite TV as an adult, or cable, but it's all satellite now. Like, I've never had live TV as an adult. I just never bothered to buy it. And honestly, it wouldn't have been worth it anyway, because all the shows that I want were on American stations, and nobody knows when they make it to Canada anyway. Especially Steven Universe, which is a show not from my childhood, but I still really enjoyed as an adult, and it was released in a format that was nightmarish. They were called Steven Bombs, and they would just have like 5 days in a row where they would release new episodes of Steven Universe, and then it would go away for months. It fucking sucked. The way they released that show was nightmarish. I'm surprised it managed to maintain a fandom at all with that bullshit. Cartoon Network went out of their way to make Steven Universe fail. Like, they saw how gay it was getting, and they were like, well, it's popular, so we can't cancel it, but we do want it to fail because, like, we don't want gay stuff on the network. So, here, have the worst release schedule you could possibly have. We're just gonna run Teen Titans Go for 24 hours a day. It was brutal. I gotta give the Steven Universe showrunners credit, though. They were real smart with that. Because spoilers for Steven Universe, when it was revealed that Garnet was Ruby and Sapphire, a lot of international dubs in other countries decided to change it so Ruby was a guy, because she looks kind of masculine. They're just like, no lesbians. We'll pretend that the red one's a guy. So they were smart with that, and they were like, okay, then Ruby's gonna wear the dress when they get married. Fuck you. Brilliant. Yeah, Steven Universe got done so dirty. I didn't watch Future, to be honest. Like, I was just kind of over it by then. What's your favorite Steven Universe character? Hard to say, but Garnet is pretty based. I'm a big fan of the fusions, just in general. Sardonyx, I love her design. Um, Stevani, I thought was really cool. Future was not that great. Well, it moved away from Steven just like being a kid trying to like save his world to Steven dealing with the emotional trauma of how he grew up, which truthfully was like pretty messed up for a kid to be raised that way. But I'm just not really interested in that kind of like dissection of his character. Lars is my goat. Oh yeah. He became like a space captain, right? I have very vague memories of the ending. There's oh no, actually like legit chills when Steven got separated from his gem and White Diamond was like where is Pink Diamond, and like that weird like gem form of Steven was just like, she's gone. That was crazy. Future is worth watching once. Yeah, I mean, I think I know how it ends. He leaves to go figure his shit out, but I wouldn't be surprised if we don't hear anything from Steven Universe for like a really long time, because I would imagine Rebecca Sugar was just like so sick of all the bullshit she had to go through just to get the show made. Like, not even just like the bullshit from the network, but I think a lot of people forget that Steven Universe was legitimately revolutionary and like, but with the things it put on screen, like legitimately gay characters being shown in a children's cartoon. It was one of the first, most deaf. And now you have people looking back on it, seeing like, oh, the characters were problematic. They were drawn off model. Like, they had to rush through this storyline because of Cartoon Network. And they're just like, oh, it's problematic, whatever. It was the first. And it was really forward thinking for the time. I don't know, it just pisses me off when like people can dislike Steven Universe, like fine, it doesn't jive with them, but pretending it's problematic because the characters are mean and complicated sometimes and they didn't kill the bad guys, they just redeem them because it's a kid show. It's like, yeah, maybe you have problems with it, but it was good. It did good things. Cartoon Network kind of fell off when they played the same episode of the same show repeatedly. What was that? It was Teen Titans Go, right? Like, I don't know, man. I didn't care about it. The only other show I could think of is Korra. Yeah, they didn't even like fully confirm that until like way later, right? They made Ruby a dude in Taiwan. Oh my god. That's such fucking bullshit. It's more than willing to make more Steven Universe if there's enough public desire. Yeah, but Cartoon Network got fucking gutted and all their shows got deleted, right? So I don't know if they still own the rights to it or if she owns the rights, but like, I don't even know. There's definitely more you could do with it. Like, the gems are fucking cool. Just, it's a cool show. It's a cool show. You know what else? There's been a bit of controversy over this in the OnStars fandom. Because, oh my god, I don't care about that. Stop messaging me. In OnStars, there is a character called Arashi. She's a trans girl. We know this because it's just fucking canon. Like, she started off being more masculine at the beginning of the series, and then, like, over time she transitioned, and everyone's just like, yeah, Arashi's a girl. But in the most recent updates, they got rid of her pronouns. And now everybody doesn't refer to her with any pronouns at all in a way that's very weird. They just refer to her by name only. And you might think it was them trying to be ambiguous about it because, like, oh, we don't want to be too specific. But because I can hear what the characters are saying and not just read the translations, like, one of the characters runs into a new character who seems very feminine, and he's like, is that a girl? Oh, but they're wearing a boy's uniform. And you can hear that character mention, oh, but wait, what about Arashi senpai? But in the text box, it says, well, I guess I'm not one to judge. And I'm just like, I know what you did. I know you just, like, ignored the fact that he was like, wait, but Arashi's a girl and she wears the boy's uniform. And I'm just like, you motherfuckers, I caught that. That is a deliberate, like, I don't know, it just makes me so mad I can't even think about it. Like, that's deliberately covering up, like, a canon fact about this character that she is a trans woman who dresses masculinely, and they can't fucking handle it. One show that fell off is The Boondocks. I don't know, I never watched it. Anyway, so anytime the OnStar's Twitter posts anything, there's a million replies that are like, give Arashi back her pronouns. And I agree, they should. It's bullshit. Literally, in the storyline when we first meet her in OnStar's music, Ira's like, hey, it's common knowledge that you should refer to Arashi as a girl. Come on. Anyway. So, like, Boondocks 4 was such an insult. Just a giant fuck you to the creator. Oh, was it made by different people? It was, I don't know. I've been thinking a lot about, like, trans issues and gender because, once again, I was trying to find the full version of the Olympics opening ceremony, which had drag queens in it. I was looking it up on YouTube. I'm like, full version of the opening ceremony. Didn't get anything because the Olympics is bullshit about their copyright. But what I did find were a bunch of shitty reaction videos that were like, oh, it's all woke. This is disgusting. Like, how dare they have this in front of children? And I'm just like, bro. They showed Marie Antoinette holding her own severed head, and this is what you have a problem with? Hello, Tatsia. Yeah, the worst kind of YouTuber. Just like, great, I'm glad this is the first thing that shows up in search. Yeah, France was just being France. They had a whole segment where there were people in a library looking through French books, and they ended it with them having a threesome. They acknowledged the cultural legacy of the ménage à trois. Like, that's hella France. That's just France being France. It was awesome. Also, the Phantom of the Olympics is my new sexy man. Do you enjoy game shows? I mean, Jeopardy's alright. It's my favorite color. You will never know. I'm not telling you my favorite color. Like, seriously, my fucking family was over, like, at my parents' house. We were watching the opening, and they all stepped out to do something while the drag queen bit was going on. I was like, oh, thank God, because I know they wouldn't be fucking normal about it. Yeah, obviously, but you don't know. You don't know anything. But yeah, that drag queen show, that was pretty cool. Also, like, the bit where the Phantom of the Olympics just shows up on the bridge, like, just starts doing a weird walk down I guess the catwalk you'd call it, and then does a bunch of sick flips and then keeps running. That was awesome. You know what I want to do? Because it's really hard to find any footage of them anywhere. I just want to get out my screen recorder, look at the full opening ceremony on the CBC website, and just, like, make a supercut of them. You miss skateboarding? The CBC website has them all recorded. Like, if there's one thing you could say for the CBC, they do have everything. You just watch anything. Like, I was like, where do I watch the full opening ceremony? And I was just like, I can't find it anywhere. And then I'm looking, Olympic ceremony 2024 Reddit, because Reddit's the only place that'll know. And someone was like, hey, where can I watch this for free? And first comment, VPN and the CBC's website. And I'm like, well, I actually live there, so... Who's the best anime villain? I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of villains. There aren't many that I'm just like, yeah, this is my favorite anime villain. A villain. Yeah, every time somebody asks me what, like, my favorite series is or something, I always draw a blank. Pain from Naruto. Seen a Red Spice and Wolf. I've heard of it. It's just got like a wolf girl, and it's about economics, right? I think. Hold on. How long have I been here for? Yeah, it's been almost 2 hours. It's about economics? I mean, I thought it was. I thought it was about like a dude and a wolf girl he meets and they decide to make money together. I thought that was the point. Just fantasy economics. My Dear Friend Nokotan anime. It's the Crazy Deer anime. I've definitely seen things about it. It didn't look that interesting to me, though. Yeah. I'm leaning back too much. Whoa, 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 whoa. That's also too much. Sorry, my chair's bothering me. I've been in the same position for too long. Hold on. There we go. That was normal. Show literally has a subtitle, Merchant Meets the Wise Wolf. Is she like secretly ancient or something? Like a secret ancient wolf with like knowledge of economics? So, next week, plan for next week, not even secretly? Okay. So she just shows up and she's like, hey, I've been around for a while and I know a thing or two about money. She brags about it a lot. Okay, yeah. Boyfriend wouldn't shut the fuck up about it. I didn't think it would be about economics. Well, it can be about economics and still have a hot wolf girl in it. That's the hook, right? Dude probably just wanted to write a story about economics. It's like, no one's gonna read this, though. Wolf girl. He's trying to get to her homeland and she makes no secret that she's old. Okay. Very vocally ancient wolf spirit. Didn't that anime take years to dub? Well, it sounds interesting now that you guys have started talking about it. Maybe I'll watch it. I hope it is dubbed. I don't want to watch it subbed. I do have a bit of a dub bias. If something's like really, really good, I'll bear with the subtitles, but most of the time it's like, you have a dub for this? Sometimes I get really disappointed because there's like a show that I'm like, this should have gotten dubbed. This should have been a slam fucking dunk and nobody touched it. You've returned, Blade and Bounty. What were you doing? Getting blades and bounties? You were doing nothing? Okay, yeah, sure. It sounds about right. Reborn to Master the Blade. Is that an isekai story? There's so many isekai. There was one, I'm on normal anime websites, and they recommend just like the latest things from seasons, and it was like, oh, here's season whatever of this anime, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll start with season 1, and it's just a fucking show about an office worker, an office guy, a salary man, as we know him from Japan, and he dies and gets reincarnated as a young boy. Like, he gets reborn in another world, but he still has, like, his adult intelligence. So, like, he's a baby, but he's looking at, like, his mother and, like, his family's maid and being all perverted about it, and I'm like, this isn't for me. Yeah, jobless reincarnation. I was just like, really? Am I gonna have to deal, like... The first episode is just like, it kind of seems like this is just gonna be like a young boy being perverted because he knows what sex is because he lived a full life as a man. I'm not interested in that. Like, great, he can hide the fact that he's sexually harassing the maid under the guise of the innocence of being a toddler. That's fucking weird. A lot of people don't like it and hate the pro tag. And meanwhile, I'm like, is this really all there is? And I'm going down in the comments. People are like, oh, this anime is so good. This is going to be like, I'm going to be following this every week for the rest of the season. I'm like, really? This sucks. Like, oh, he's very proficient in magical ability. That's great. If he was gonna be like a weird pervert, why did he have to be reincarnated as a child? Why wouldn't you just make him an adult that gets laid a lot? You can do that. Like, you can just reincarnate somebody in another world and they get laid a lot. That's not against the rules. You can have your main character be an adult man who has consensual sex with a lot of hot ladies. You don't have to do other shit with it. You're just being weird for no reason. That's boring. Yeah, but people still watch it, though. If it's ecchi, they will watch it. If you etch it, they will come. In another world with my smartphone, I've heard of that, and it kind of looks generic. He was an extra good boy, so God was like, hey, sucks to be you. I'm gonna bring you your smartphone to a new world. You're gonna have superpowers and meet hot ladies. It's actually pretty good. I mean, if you're into that sort of thing. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like harem shows. Because even if they're not specifically harems, it's always just one dude meets a lot of hot ladies. And I'm not really interested in that. Because he can never make up his fucking mind. It's like, yeah, sure, have him get with the hot ladies, but he never gets with the hot ladies. He's always dancing around it. They might have a crush on him. He can't decide which one he wants to bang more, or if he even wants to bang any of them. It's just like, dude, fucking make up your mind. Or just the Pro ZD classic, just one big fuck pile. Just figure it out. Especially bad because he's a kid and has love interests that are other actual kids, but he's mentally like 40 or something. Yeah, that's weird. Like, ew. It's like, fine. I don't care if people like it, but like, I'm not into that. Oh yeah. I need to plan for tomorrow. I need to check something. The things we have, the things we are.
Dun, dun. What do we have ready? Okay, so there's 2 audios that are around. I don't want to post them both, though. It's okay. I have a backup plan. So I plan for my vacation and plan for when I get back. How do you feel about slice of life isekais? Those are alright, I guess. It depends, like, if they're just doing chill stuff. There's a lot of isekais about food. What was it called? I haven't finished it. It's, campfire cooking in another world or something with my special skill, and his skill is just the ability to buy from an online grocery store that magically transports food to him. And you'd think, like, going in, because, like, I think a lot of the artwork for the series has, like, a lot of scantily clad women on it, but I think I'm, like, 7 episodes in. He hasn't even met one of the women, because she's like a goddess that he prays to. He doesn't even know what she looks like. And the rest of the time, he's just running around with, like, a giant wolf that's his familiar that talks, and a slime that's like his child. It's pretty much, he's trying to escape some kind of war, so he's just traveling with this giant wolf and a slime. And that's the story. He just makes them food. I'm glad they're chill about it. Also, the offerings he gives to the goddess are all just, like, Japanese candies and, like, sweets. Sounds awesome. It's pretty fun. I mean, like, I'm gonna be real, it's kind of almost BL, because the wolf is kind of like his boyfriend. Like, it's not, the wolf is like kind of a god or something, I don't know. He's OP. The wolf's OP. And he's always like, he became his familiar so that he would feed him delicious food. And the wolf goes around and, like, hunts all these, like, high-level monsters and shit, and he's like, cook this for me. Is it a wolf? It's a wolf. But he's fancy. He kind of looks like a Pokemon, almost. But he's, like, he's got a human's level of intelligence. It's not like they actually do anything in the series. It's just, like, the implications are there. Like, at one point, the dude goes off to, like, look for information, and the wolf is like, when will you be back? And he's like, you're like a possessive boyfriend. Kind of like that. Gay wolf BF, yeah. All he wants to do is eat. I haven't finished it yet, though. I hope it doesn't have, like, a dumb turn at the end. If it turns into a harem anime at, like, the last second, I'm gonna be real mad. Because, like, so far, him just traveling with the wolf and their weird slime son, that's pretty good. Hear about the person who detailed a train cargo for clout? He switched the rail direction? Okay, I'll admit I'm not up on all the train news. What do you mean? How's chat feel about Tokyo Ghoul? I like that they wear cool masks. I don't know anything else about it. He derailed a train for the clout. How do you derail a train? He switched the rail direction, so, like, what? That thing where you, like, pull a lever and you change what track it's on? How do you do that? How is that clout? You just go to jail. Gay wolf BF and gay house husband BF race slime baby. Yeah, basically. And, well, eating the human world food makes, I think both people and monsters in the fantasy world level up.
So he's just been feeding the slime, like, the garbage from the stuff he buys in the online grocery, like the plastic and, like, water bottles and stuff. And from that, it's been leveling up. And at one point, it learns to speak, and they're able to teach it to just use its slime acid to dissolve the stuff on the dirty dishes, but not destroy the dishes themselves, so it handles the dishwashing. Very fun. Did you hear that Canada's women's soccer coach used a drone to spy on museum? That was the dumbest thing. Can I be real? That was so dumb. I haven't heard the full story, but as far as I know, they just used a drone to spy on another team practicing. It's like, what? I don't even know how that would give you an advantage. It's so dumb. Like, that is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. He's feeding his kid macroplastics just like in real life. It's okay, it likes it. I can't be real. No, he's off finding himself and being gay. I think that was the best thing for him, honestly. Maybe he should get a wolf boyfriend. Manga or anime where the main character reincarnates into a world of half human, half other species creatures? Well, like demi-humans? Oh, okay, so that's not like a series you know of, you're just wondering if it exists? Maybe, but if you're looking for a series of demi-humans, oh, I don't remember what it was called. It was something centaur? There was a centaur girl. Like, it's not an isekai, but it features entirely demi-humans. What was it? A Centaur's Life, yeah. I did watch that. The ending kind of confused me, but yeah, it's basically just like the different trials these different half-human species go through, but humans don't exist in the world. That one was messed up. Was it? I don't really remember how it went. Was there like a lot of fan service? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Drifters, I've never seen that one. Kept going from wholesome to ecchi to the actual Holocaust. What? Okay, I blanked out on that one. Maybe that's why I didn't like it very much. I mean, who was in the demi-human Holocaust? Certainly not the centaurs. I mean, I guess it's basically the same world as ours, just all the people are demi-humans, so I guess Judaism still exists? I don't know. I mean, what it was in the last episode, wasn't it? Where, like, they explored the history of the world, finally. They just had, like, the characters in a classroom, and they were just like, yeah, it could be that we all have a common ancestor because some of us have similar bodies, and they were like, oh, what if, like, they kind of hinted at humans, but, like, humans don't exist. They spent an episode on... I don't remember that. I don't remember that at all. I'm probably going to guess they didn't handle it tastefully. That's so weird. Why are there so many shows with, like, weird shit in it that I don't remember the weird shit? I'm just like, yeah, it was kind of alright. Towards the end, not the final couple. Okay, that's... I mean, sure. I'm not saying that an anime could never talk about the Holocaust, but I don't think that's the right place to do it. They imply that they're all descendants of humans and somehow horses got in there. Well, the thing is like, oh, what is it? There's There's all demi-humans, so there's like cat people, there's I guess they're goat people or sheep people. There's people with horns. There's centaurs. There's like a bunch of different species. There's mermaids too. The mermaids were kind of weird. Because the mermaids have legs, but they like fuse to make a tail. It was bizarre, but yeah, it's basically all just demi-human species, which, you know the type. It's just they're human, but they've got some other features that make them not human. And they're all like, we're all kind of like similar in that we all have like somewhat human bodies, but they don't have a word for what a human is. They're just like, we could have a common ancestor. It's a really weird choice for something that was nice and fluffy up until then. Yeah. Jesus, I don't remember that at all. I must have blacked it all out. It wasn't like super memorable. Interviews with monster girls. Yeah, but the monster girls are a rarity in that universe. Also, it's not a harem, but it is weird that like the main character is a guy and he's surrounded by monster girls that are all girls, but most of them are underage. I think they like kind of tried to sidestep it by having the succubus be also a teacher, but that was a little weird for me, personally. We're talking about demi-human animes. Also, like, what was it, the Dullahan girl, she had a crush on the teacher guy, and that was weird. It was bizarre. I mean, like, I was down with, like, the dude and the succubus, because they kind of had a cute thing going, but other than that, yeah. Monster Musume needs to be mentioned. That's just full ecchi. I didn't watch that one, because I don't like harem shows. That's, like, extreme harem. And he lives with all these women and he doesn't fuck any of them. There was an episode where I think it was like the full moon. I might have watched like a few episodes of it or watched a recap. I don't remember. But there's an episode where I think the full moon or some sort of event puts all the girls into heat and they all come after him looking to get laid and he just runs away. Or they don't show it. It's like, what? Monster Girl Doctor? No. What's that? Oh my god. If it's a series about like a doctor, like diagnosing like monster girls with illnesses and like... That sounds fun, actually. Like, it's like House MD, but with monster girls. This is interesting. Like, what kind of ailments could a monster person have? That sounds interesting. There's a law in anime, if you have sex with them, you'll be arrested. That's fucking stupid. Like, I know you want to keep things PG for television, even though they do show nudity, I'm pretty sure. You don't want to turn into like a full-on porn, but shut up, you're an ecchi, just let him fuck them. His partner is a Lamia girl doctor? Oh, that sounds so fun. Interspecies reviewers? No. I'm sorry, I'm saying no because they quit dubbing that one like a couple episodes in once they realized it was porn. I think the MC is anywhere near as rude to his patients as Dr. House. Well, that would be nice if he was like a nice guy. I'm looking that up. Well, you know, I do get tired when like Monster Girl series are like, oh, it's only Monster Girls, there's no Monster Men at all. I'm like, ugh, that's boring. At least throw in a few guys. pretend it's not entirely fetish based. Does farming life in another world count? I don't know that one. There's occasionally pervy examination scenes, of course. I'm willing to forgive. Let me get a look at this. Oh, wow, that's from a few years ago. I did not hear about this at all. I feel like I should have. Doctor is usually oblivious to it, though. I mean, that's just professionalism. If you notice, it's like, if you're doing certain examinations on someone, you're not gonna point out, like, something they're embarrassed about. Be professional. Oh, I see. That nurse outfit is fabulous. I love that. We stand Nurse Lamia. If your doctor acted like Dr. House from the series, would you still trust them? If he figured out what the solution was, yeah. Interspecies Reviewers actually has tons of monster men. Yeah, I guess I'll watch that later. Interesting. Anyway. The sun's getting real low. And by that I mean it's going to blind me soon. When it comes into my window. So I think I'm going to call it here. Thank you for indulging this, well, basically all of my weird things I say. It's fine. But as you all know, I am very innocent. Yeah. So, everything was totally normal, and it wasn't weird at all. Grubhub canceled your boba order. Evil. Okay, anyway. I will take my innocence and pureness and kindness, and I will leave, and there will be videos tomorrow and in the week, and but maybe I'll do a live stream for 69420, because that's funny. It's a funny number. Okay. So thank you to everybody who donated. Thank you to everybody who became real fakers and continue to be real fakers. And yeah, that's the business. The next time I stream, hopefully we will have new emotes, fancy ones. So, goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.